The probabilities of Bitcoin's next move is in limbo. Therefore, in this analysis, we're pretty much just going to have to pick levels. And if one level's hit first, that's the initiator for one option. If the bottom level's hit, that's the initiation for the next level. Here are the things on my mind right now. I have posted this on Twitter. Go ahead and make sure that you do follow me on Twitter. I post frequent updates on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. However, this is the one of the main things on my mind. You can see down here, 9 total instances of a daily trend change. It's roughly an even 50-50 split where some saw continuation, 4 were fake outs. What will happen this time, leading to further the idea that the probabilities are in limbo of the next move. On the macro chart, Bitcoin is in the very middle of its macro chart, which the middle means, okay, it could go either way as well. And then on top of that, there is a CME gap fill with a strong likelihood of being filled within the first 5 days statistically. Although there was a recent gap fill that took about 6 months to be filled. These are the things on my mind. So let's dive into the charts. Let's get these levels. And then once each level is hit, you'll know what price targets we have for each. You ready? Let's go. Yeah, this is a levels day. All right, I'm going to put on the macro range, which I've been covering on my channel for quite some time. If Bitcoin can, I would say maybe click, I would pick a 4 hour. If Bitcoin can close a 4 hour back above 44.1, I think that there's I think there'd be a probability at that point, not just like a 35% chance, but over 50, that Bitcoin will initiate a move up to this line, which is sitting around 49K. And I would assume that Bitcoin would probably want to wick up and, test these wicks up here closer to 50K. So I would say that there would be a probability of a move to 50K with a 4 hour closure above 44.1. That's the first level we're looking at. However, so that's idea number one. Idea number two is a move up to 50K will happen, but it's going to have to wait till next week. Here's what you're going to want to look out for if that move is going to be initiated. However, before we get into that, just picking these price levels here, because things really are in limbo, folks, and it's not the right thing to be thinking, oh, pick a direction, pick a direction. I'm going to show you the levels, and that will help you jump on the train when the moment's right instead of guessing when you don't have an edge, right? So these are the levels in which you do get an edge. So before we jump into the other ones, make sure you take a quick moment, help out your content creator, hit like for me, or you get flipped off, as the GIF behind me says. Also, leave me a random comment down below. We're having an unimportant competition this month. Who can come out on top with a favorite random comment? Hard Hot Dog is one. Somebody who rhymed with help for the algo or something like that was another good one I saw. Leave me a random comment down below to help out the algo so I can continue making videos for you. And if you're new, hit subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell and select all alerts because this is time sensitive information. Let's jump back into these charts. Again, make sure you follow me on Twitter. If you want to be able to turn on your camera and microphone and ask me questions directly and live straight to my face up to 8 times a week, links to the Discord community within the description sections of all my videos. And if online communities are not your thing, but you want to get exclusive content above and beyond what I offer on YouTube for free, hit the join button below this video and a new video will pop up describing your options to you. All right. Within this macro range point of control here, so this is the point of control, the middle of this macro 30K range, right? Dating back a whole year, back from January. It goes back to January. This line in the middle is the weekly open. Let me go to the weekly chart. And this would be the second line that will initiate essentially path number 2. This is the weekly candle. This line here shows the opening of it, right? And this level is roughly at 42,420, okay? I can't write on there, but let's go to the 1 hour. It's at 42,120. Therefore, I don't even know if it'll take a 4 hour to close. I would even take the gander that if a 1 hour candle closes below that line, so another line. So hopefully you're appreciating the idea that I'm not picking a direction. I'm trying to show you a tight range in which then you do have an edge. Right now, I don't think there's an edge. And I know a lot of folks who are commenting on YouTube don't appreciate that, but you need to appreciate that. Like, it's so important to appreciate that. It's you don't just want to guess. It's 50K next, right? Even though, honestly, if I had to make one guess, I would maybe guess that. But I don't want to communicate that, widely, across people who, what might take long speak, even though I'm not offering financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. However, I want to tell you that there's no edge until this is passed with a 4-hour candle, okay? So the next one we have here is this, 42, what did I say, 42,420. If even a 1-hour candle closes below, then that means the CME gap down here, which I have labeled, okay, back from Friday, Bitcoin will extremely likely go down to at least 40,900. And from that point, two things could happen. But the initiator of that move is this weekly open. If a 1-hour candle closes, this is going to be hit. After it's hit, then two more likely things will happen. And that would be going back to that chart that I had pulled up with the 9 instances, 5 got continuation for the downside that I posted on Twitter. It would be related to that. If this is hit, then the CME gap is very likely going to be filled. From that point, this week would probably close red and not move much over the weekend, maybe hang out in the point of control, maybe turn green just a little bit. I don't think it's going to be a big, strong week, though, and I don't think it's going to tank either. However, it'll fill this gap, probably come back into the point of control, get back up here, close the week, a doji red, or a doji just means the candle body's really skinny, right? That's one, and then two things could happen, in my opinion. Then finally, because the daily just went from a downtrend to a no trend to an uptrend, one price path would be then you get that $50,000 target hit. And the second price path is you hit, base back off the origin line somewhere closer to the 38K range. However, we don't need to postulate on those two until a 1-hour closes below. Am I making sense here? So the two levels that you can see on the chart that you need to probably draw on your chart is 44.1. The second one is 42.420. And hopefully with this analysis, you could be a little bit more nimble on your toes, given that there just isn't a way to guess one way right now. And if, I hope that this, leave me a comment down below if this is making sense to you. And if it's a tight range, right? And if one's broken, it's going to go. I see a lot of YouTube comments, just outside of the people who are being ridiculous and haters and come on my channel just to leave negative comments, which happens. That's part of the game. It doesn't really bother me. But folks who are like really sincere with the idea that, you never pick a direction. Well, I pick a direction when there's a strong trend, right? I make strong guesses when there's a reason to make a strong guess. And the heart of this is that there's really no reason in the chart right now to make a strong guess. And that's a very strong opinion that I have. So I'm trying to show you how to then two tight levels on when you now have a strong guess. It makes sense? Click this video right here if you want to see the multiple price paths that I think February could take, and click this video right here if you want to learn how to set up a chart like mine. It's a 28-minute, super awesome trading view tutorial, and it'll be awesome for folks new to crypto. If you don't know how to set up a chart, watch the video. It's 28 minutes. It'll be so worth your time. Also, click the circle right here in the middle if you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed. You just got Typified Worldwide. Peace.